Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lara Savage. Guys, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it on outside your circle. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this amazing puff quilt blanket. I named this particular design because of the green. I named it Evergreen Puff Quilt and it is so beautiful. So the Evergreen Puff Quilt blanket is in, guys. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how I made it. I was meant to release this video since December, but I had to put it on hold to do something else. So now I'm releasing it now and I'm so excited. Let's get into it. So guys, for this, you're going to need 64 pieces of squares. Now you can use the same color. You can use 2 colors, 3, 4. In my case, I used 4. You can even use 10. You can use 8. Guys, the choice is yours. So for me, I used 4 different designs of fabric. So I cut out 8 by 8 inches squares of each design. And with that, each design is 16 pieces of squares. Now you're going to now arrange it based on your pattern. If you have a pattern maker, you're going to create your color combo. And then the way I've done it right here, you're going to create it and see how it's going to look like as the final result. So I had created this and then I started arranging my pieces row by row. So you're going to place it right sides facing. You're going to take 8 per row and place it right sides facing, sew it down, open it up, put the other one right sides facing again and sew it down just like that till you get the final 8 pieces. Now, once you have your row, you are going to now keep looking at your design to be able to make sure that the next row is correct. So you are following your exact design so you don't make any mistake. So sew each row and you're going to have 8 in total. Now, once you're done sewing everything, all the 8 rows, you're now going to take a piece of fabric that is 8 inches. That's the black fabric you can see right here. This is for a sample. 8 inches high by whatever measurement you have of this that we just sewed. So you're going to measure it from the beginning to the end of that row. That's the 8 squares you just sewed. Measure the length of it and then you're going to cut out that exact measurement by 8 inches. Now, once you've cut that out, you're going to place your main fabric, the one you just sewed basically, wrong sides facing that fabric that you just cut out. Now, whatever side you place this fabric on, it doesn't matter because this backing that we're putting right now is still going to be inside. Nobody is still going to see it at the end of all your projects. So it's along the 3 sides. So the 2 short sides and 1 long edge. After sewing that, you're now going to create your pockets. So remember we sewed it the squares. So once you get to the end of each square, you're going to sew it down to create a pocket. The next square as well, sew it down. The next square, sew it down so that you can have pockets that you can use to fill, you know, with our foam, polyfill and stuff, whatever you're using. So sew it down just like that. Now, guys, after sewing it, these are the pockets. We're now going to fill it with polyfill, foam, and fabric scraps. I like to mix mine with this because it makes it feel more squishy. But if you want only polyfill, you can use only polyfill. If you want only foam, you can use only foam. If you even want only scraps, you can use scraps. Just know that with scraps, sometimes the softness is always rigid if you use only fabric scraps. So it's good to mix everything so that you can have a good balance. You gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind. Now again, you're going to take your color pattern and then what you're going to do is you're going to lay it out your pieces or your rows so that you can know which one is row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4. Once you arrange them on the floor, on your bed, wherever, now you're now going to now start putting it right sides facing. So you're going to place it right sides facing each other and sew it along one edge. Open it up, take the next row, place it right sides facing, sew it along the long edge. So keep doing that till you have all your rows ready. On your health, yeah.
gotta work, never.
Now, after sewing everything and it's looking really, really good, what I'm going to do now is add my backing. Now, I was contemplating on what to use for this backing. I contemplated on whether to use black, green, or one of the fabrics I actually used in this design, but I decided to use black since black is a dominant color in this particular project. I would have used green, but I didn't see the like exact green that I wanted, the exact, dark green that I really, really wanted, that would look really, really amazing. And in the fabric that I wanted, I didn't see it. So I had to use this black soft fabric, guys. It's so soft. You can use velvet, you can use anything. So I laid it flat on the floor, which I later transferred to my bed, but I laid it flat. Make sure it's flat. Then you're going to put your blanket, the puffy blanket, right sides facing this on the floor as well. So make sure it's flat as well. So then pin it down. Guys, pin it down all around. Pin it down so that you can be able to cut out the excess easily and then sew it all around, but leave a space that you're going to turn it inside out from.
Push and pull and repel any hate, go create what you want, feel compelled, yeah. And once you finally get a taste of the race, you'll never look back once you felt.
So right here, I've sewn it all around and then I'm going to just turn it inside out. Now, using the hole I created, I'm going to turn it inside out.
Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first.
And then I'm now going to finish that open edge with a ladder stitch. Now, this is how I usually do my ladder stitch. So you're going to first go in with your needle and thread, and then you're going to start going in to the other side, just like this, using the seam allowance. The seam allowance I use is 1/2 of an inch. Now, at that 1/2 of an inch, you're going to go under and then bring out your needle, then go to the corresponding side on that seam that you just made and go under again, just like this, in a straight line. You're going to go in a straight line and then you're going to continue going zigzag, just like that. And then based on the width of your opening, you're going to pull it out and you guys see what it looks like. It looks invisible. So that's what you're going to do till you get to the end of the opening.
Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first.
And then once you're at the end, you're going to finish it up by putting in your needle and then taking the end of the thread and overlapping it on the needle and pull it out so that you can finish, like make it tight. Or another way to finish it again, if you want to do it twice, put the needle again and then bring it out, but don't bring it out fully. Make sure there's still a small hole that you can still put the needle through. So then put your needle through that hole and then tighten it. And guys, this is ready. Guys, I am so excited about this particular project. It turned out beautiful. Like, it turned out really, really amazing. I'm already using it and it has been serving me so well. Funny enough, the day I finished it, one heavy rain fell and everywhere was chilly, cold. I used it and I enjoyed it. I didn't feel cold, I didn't feel anything. It was so amazing. Guys, will you try this out? If you try it out, please don't forget to tag me on Instagram at Lara Savage Creations. I'd love to showcase your work with all my growing followers and even here on YouTube. If you would like one from me, like if you'd like me to make one for you, you can order it on Instagram at Lara Savage Creations, and I'd love to create one for you in your own preferred color combination. I work with my clients based on what they want, not based on like a random. It's always custom made when it comes to Lara Savage Creations. And guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, join as a member. Membership gives you access to videos firsthand and videos that will never make it to the public is going to be only on my members only platform. And guys, that's all I have for this amazing video. Do have yourself a wonderful morning, noon or night, wherever you are. It's still your favorite content creator and fashion entrepreneur, Lara Savage, Signing out.